to Titanium Talks Tarot, and today I will be doing a Are You Knocking Yourself Out of Your Intuitiveness This Week in How video, alright? Excuse me, my apartment is stifling hot. It wasn't before, but now it is. So, with that being, for this I'll be using some concepts from SuperConscious Education as well as my intuition, and those concepts are brought forth by Christopher Duncan, alright? And with that being said, my gorgeous volunteers, let's get into the cards and concepts. So, the first group of individuals I will be divining for are the perfectionists. The individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. So, alright. Are my perfectionists knocking themselves out? I get a no. Well, I get a yes, a no, and a yes. So how might that be? See, this is the second time I'm doing this, and the first time, alright, all of them fell the flip side. This time, I mean, I'm not really talking too quickly, but they all came up right. So, if I read, we have universal signs, reaction versus response. So how my perfectionists are knocking themselves out is that you're following universal signs instead of following your intuition, and that is causing you to react instead of responding. Okay? So now on to my helpers. The individuals who intuitively know how to assist anyone in any given situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my helpers. Are they knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week? I get a yes, a no, and a maybe. So how might that be? Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got a flop. I spoke too soon. Possibility cloud. You need to be aware and attentive as to what might trigger you. And when it does trigger you, then you should know how to react as to not get to untrigger yourself, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, my gorgeous triple tears. So now on to my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and go about achieving them one by one. So are my achievers knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week? I get a no. Well, no. I get a maybe, a yes, and a no. Alright, so you're going to have to be mindful of what triggers you. So how might they be knocking themselves out? You got conditional choice and choice through default. So you're choosing because you feel like you have no other option to choose from, and that is causing you to choose something due to a reason, is what I'm getting. Not the actual reason you want to, but you kind of feel like you must. Okay, my achievers. Alright, so now on to my individualists. The individuals who intuitively know what to place in the center of attention, how long to keep it there, and how to get others interested in it as well. Okay, so please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists. How might they be are they knocking themselves out? I get a yes and a maybe and a no. So take your pick. Be mindful of your triggers. Be attentive to what might cause you to not utilize your intuition. And if you do that, you'll be able to stop what from happening? We shall see what Okay, you'll be able to stop a conditional choice which you make due to universal signs from happening. Okay, that is interesting. On to my investigators, the individuals who intuitively know what to research, how long to research it, what methodology to use, and so on and so forth. So, please, God, angels, and guides, are my investigators knocking themselves out? I get a yep, maybe. No, I don't know. So, please, God, angels, and guides, how are my investigators knocking themselves out? They are trying to be unconscious about it. They're following their intuition. But their intuition is leading them down the wrong path. Is what I'm getting. I feel like there's a big loop. I feel like rapidity is of importance here, but because you're doing this big loop, it won't be done at time, is what I'm picking up on. Or not at time, but on time. Okay, so now on to my loyalists, the individuals who intuitively know what to stay loyal to, how long to stay loyal to it, and who to get loyal to it as well. Why? So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share if they're knocking themselves out. I get a yes and a maybe. So how might they be knocking themselves out? Universal signs. In the upright. So, I feel like you are responding to universal signs quickly, which generally that should be the way that you respond, but I feel like instead of it being universal signs, it should be your intuitive hits. Okay, so that was it for my loyalists. Now on to my enthusiasts. So for my enthusiasts, the enthusiasts are the individuals who intuitively know how to get enthusiastic about something, how to get others enthusiastic about it as well, and how to keep this thing that they are enthusiastic about in the center of attention for long enough a time to have their objectives met. Okay? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, are they knocking themselves out? Nope. Yes, maybe. Alright, so I'm hearing panoplie, which is French for a multitude, panorama, panoplie, so it's like a multitude of stuff. But I also got the image of a fan. Panoplie. Something that's folded. That's what plie means. I don't know if that's what panoplie means, but I know that's what plie means, like fold. It's a fold. I don't remember why I'm explaining that, but like a fan, a fold, panoplie, and fan. I don't know. That might be interesting for some of you. Okay, so we're doing enthusiasts. Okay, so my enthusiasts. Oh, that's what I said. That's a panoplie. So it's a multitude of responses, multitude of reasons. So please, God, angels, and guides, how are my loyalists just knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week. And you got consciousness. Conscious. You are trying to consciously resolve whatever it is that is in front of you, that is being presented to you. And I feel like it's going to take longer to resolve than anticipated. Due to that, my enthusiasts, feels like what you want to do is this, but you're doing it like this. That is so funny. But I digress. Alright, so now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know what to keep safe, how long to keep it safe for, from who to keep it safe from, and so on and so forth. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts. Protectors. Please come forward and share. Are they knocking themselves out? Nope. Yes, maybe. We have a bunch of answers for different subgroups of you guys, which would mean that you guys need to be attentive to what triggers you, what makes you get out of your intuitiveness, and how to get yourself back in. I hope that makes sense. So how might they be knocking themselves out? Conscious. Instead of intuitively following what you should protect and why, I'm getting that the why is irrelevant. The what is more important. What should you protect? The why will come later down the road. It will make sense. Intuitively, you'll understand. But you need to concentrate on the what should I protect. And I feel like you're not doing the what. You're not intuitively following the what. I feel like you're consciously trying to figure out what should you protect. And why. When in actuality that is counterintuitive, is what I'm picking up on. Alright, so that was from my protectors. Now on to my chameleons, the individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share. Are they knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week? I get a nope. And maybe, and a yes. So yet again, we have all possibilities for my chameleons, in which case that would also mean that you need to be mindful of what triggers you, and when you are mindful of that, you are more aware of how to keep yourself in alignment or not, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, so how will my chameleons be knocking themselves out? Conscious. You're trying to consciously choose what intuitive style would go best in a given situation. When you do this naturally, intuitively, you don't need anything to tell you this, but you allow something to tell you this, or you're making something tell you this, which is not how your intuition works. Let me just say, is what I'm getting. Okay? So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys today for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video, and the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.